I don't know. Is there a start today? Chris, is there a start?
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
This is another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we got two movies for out there for all you listeners in the world. Two movies that are going to justify if we know what the heck we're talking about or not.
Yeah, right.
The first movie is Chris's favorite obsession of picking great Netflix movies that are just amazing every time we ever watch them. And that is Don't Move. Produced by Sam Raimi, featuring Kelsey Asbille.
You know, I really overturn the apple cart when it comes to this family. I'm sure John Dutton had some little blonde daughter of a landowner all picked out. And then I married the ranch's heir. Now the heir doesn't want the ranch anymore. One could argue she should hate me. She has defended me over and over. Because she knows I love her brother. And I'm no threat to this place.
What?
That's from Yellowstone.
Oh!
So one of the things I want to say about
okay, so have you watched Yellowstone? Because it's like a sensation.
I don't have time to watch all that shit, but I do know that this movie's
there's
full.
What, 17 spinoffs now?
Yeah, it's crazy. There's like one with Harrison Ford in it, and like I don't know, man.
One with Sam Elliott in it.
Yeah, and by the way, the reason I picked this because Sam Raimi produced it. You know, so I picked this.
Yeah, of course. I understand why you picked it.
Okay.
Anyway, also in this movie is Finn Witrock.
Thank you for protecting us.
I'm going to do more of it tomorrow. We're leaving. There are plenty of places in Maine or Nantucket or the Hamptons where I can write in peace, and there aren't lunatic mimes with razor teeth trying to kill us.
You know that's from? No?
Godzilla?
American Horror Story.
That makes sense. That makes. Oh yeah, duh. Because he was. Oh yeah.
He's been like 3 seasons, I think, right? 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know he was in the. I know for sure he was in the one with Twisty the Clown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one.
Because that was because he was. I think he was in like every season. I think you're pretty much in every season if you're in American Horror Story, and it's just a different story every time.
Yeah, unless you're. Yeah.
Unless you're one-off or something like that, and that's okay. People can do that. Yeah. It's also in this movie is Moray Treadwell.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Suppose me for the balloons. But he was dead.
It's all I could find for him, by the way. Just that scene from the
Hey, Pirates of the Caribbean guy.
Yeah.
He was in the scene.
Yeah,
you know that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy in that scene that one time. And that happens sometimes. And Daniel Francis in this movie as well.
I believe the princess is here to see me, not you lot. Now scurry off, unless you'd rather slither or hop. Princess, enchante. A tip of the hat from Dr. Facilier.
That's from Once Upon a Time. I know it's loud, but like that's all I can find from him. Did you watch Once Upon a Time?
But yeah, that's all. Yeah, I know exactly. Okay. But yeah, that's all the people in Don't Move. I think
really all of them.
Pretty much the entire cast. There's not many people in that movie. Also, the movie that we watched this week is the new A24 because it's A24. We have to do it. It's I guess exactly. Chris told me if we don't do A24 movies, then why do we exist?
That's true.
And then one time he even tried to kill me in my sleep. Also, we get to watch the wonderful A24 movie this way, Heretic, right? Is that how you say it?
Heretic.
Heretic.
Yeah.
Heretic.
Heretic.
Heretic. Heretic. Yeah, okay. Heretic. Yeah, Heretic. Starring the one, the only. I can't wait to see what you pick. Please be a beauty. Be a beauty. The great Hugh Grant.
If you would be so kind as to furnish me with 20 million British pounds, I will give you everything. Memory cards, contact sheets, recordings, the lot, and a modest little screenplay I wrote all by myself.
Hold on. We just went from £150,000 to 20 million. That's a steep rise in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I would argue that you're lucky because that is nothing compared to what I could and perhaps should be asking.
Oh, well, thank God you're not Greedy Fletcher, you deluded, shit-eating cunt.
I quite like it when you talk dirty to me. I can feel myself engorging.
Obviously from the gentleman.
Oh, gentleman, yeah. I know exactly what that's from. Hugh Grant. I mean, like, seriously, we'll talk about more about Hugh Grant's career, like, when we talk about the movie. I mean, the guy's been in everything he went from being, the comedy romantic guy, to being, everything lately. I think he's tired of, like, fitting a mold. I think the guy just wants to do.
He's playing against type lately. It's great. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm old enough. I got enough money. I'm just going to do whatever I want now, and I don't care. Also in this movie is the great Sophie Thathcer.
Sophie Thathcer.
That's what I said, Sophie Thathcer. Why did I say it wrong?
If what? If I'm a slut? Unfucking believable. Now, Jason Russo screwed half the girls on the volleyball team. What does that make him?
He's a dude, and he's not the one with his hand on my...
No, you do not get to judge me, dude. The 50s called, they want your dumbass attitude back. Welcome to 1996. Our vaginas have, like, monologues now. And newsflash, girls like to do stuff, too. You don't have a monopoly on that.
That's from Yellow Jackets, which I heard is pretty good. I've never seen it.
No, I don't know if I have. Maybe I have seen it. That sounds familiar.
It's a television show with like 4 seasons. So, what
was it called?
Yellow Jackets.
Oh yes, Yellow Jackets. Yes, of course it's Yellow Jackets. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She's great.
I've seen Yellow Jackets. Yeah, Yellow Jackets is a great show.
She's so good.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, that's a great. Christina Ricci's in that. Who else is in that? Julia Lewis. Julie. What's her name?
Julia Lewis. Is that her name? I don't know who's in the show. I just know that Sophie Thatcher's in it. That's doing research this week.
Also in this movie, Chloe East.
Nate talked to you.
I thought that you liked him.
I do like him. He's cool. It's her. She's not ready. She'd wreck it.
I don't know if that's true, Reese.
You know her, Kevin. Can you imagine her dating anybody? She'd just, talk the whole time and say stupid stuff. She can't help it.
That's from Kevin Probably Saves the World, an ABC show that I don't think anyone watched.
I don't want to watch that.
I mean, did you watch that?
You know what I've been watching a lot of lately? Like Love After Lockup.
Come on.
Yeah, seriously. We've been watching. Oh, and we watched the 2016 season of Marriage at First Sight.
Oh yeah, I've heard about the show. I don't. There's a time for trash television, but I have no time to do that now.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I've been doing today? I've been playing Duolingo because I'm going to France, so I'm trying to learn French. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So next episode, Chris will be doing this all in French. He'll be translating it.
Yeah. Jésus Christophe.
What does that mean? I have to go to the bathroom or something?
No, Jésus Christophe means I'm Christopher.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And also in this movie is a name I like saying, but I know a better I know a better band than this guy, but I know a different Topher. But this one is Topher Grace.
God, give us true, white, men.
Really?
The Invisible Empire demands strong minds, great hearts, true faith, clean and ready hands. Men who have honor. Men who will not lie. Men who can stand before a demagogue and damn his treacherous flatteries without blinking.
That is from Black Klansman, where he plays David Duke.
Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, out of all the comedies and good, like,
Dude,
you could probably like, take me home tonight or
so listen. I could have done That 70s Show, which I looked for, but it was always like quips, back and forth.
Yeah,
I wanted something that was
true.
Topher. Where Topher was talking. I could have gone to Spider-Man 3, I guess, right, or 2.
Oh, dude, hey, he. I mean, probably the greatest version of Eddie Brock we ever had.
Oh yeah, but I went with that. Sorry.
No, we all know Tom Hardy was a better Eddie Brock by far.
Well, better looking for sure.
Well, he fit the physique.
Yeah,
too.
he's also like he's just a great actor. Like no shit to Topher Grace. He's good, but Tom Hardy is an amazing actor.
Tom Hardy.
The thing is,
Tom Hardy can act in a movie with himself, and it's good.
I will say that. I will say this.
Legend, come on.
Hold on. Let me tell you this. So I may not like every movie Tom Hardy's in, but I always like Tom Hardy in that. So if the movie, it's the same way I mean with John Cena. And I mean, I like every John Cena movie John Cena's in, but I like him in that movie.
Because he's just fun, and you can tell he's charismatic and he's trying.
He's just so good at it. Like Tom Hardy's John Cena. He comes in the room and he's like, you're like, of course. All right, but
14-time world champion John Cena. Wait a minute. John Cena.
I know.
You gotta hit it at the right note. At the right note is when the announcer says it. So then it's like right when the horns come in.
Yeah. All right, but anyway, so I don't know. I can't believe we did that. Can't believe we did that.
That's the actors that are in the movie Heretic. Everybody, Chris, tell them where we're at.
You can find us on moviesdontsuck.net. We're at facebook.com/moviesdontsuck podcast. We're at www.net.com. We're also at Patreon. Patreon.com/moviesdontsuck. We're at XMGS podcast. Instagram is MGS podcast. We have a YouTube. Go to youtube.com @moviesdontsuck podcast, something like that. You'll find us.
It's MTDS podcast.
But YouTube, it's @Movies Don't Suck podcast.
Is it?
Yeah, I know it. And then
I don't know. Let me look at the list. I have the list in front of me too.
And guys, everywhere you find podcasts, you can find Movies Don't Suck something to do. And if you guys want a sticker, one of these, I have tons of them left. If you've seen them on the street, I'm sure he carries them himself too. But if you guys want a sticker, just let me know. No catch, just contact us and we'll get stickers in your way. Cost you nothing. It's free. We just like to.
Man, today last night I saw some in Cane's. I found one in Sound Pony. I found one in Kaz's the other day. People are just taking them from me and doing bad things with them.
Fucking badass. If you guys want a sticker, they're free. Just send me a message. I pay for postage because I love everyone who listens to the show. Mostly everyone.
We love everybody. We try to love everybody as much as everybody loves us.
Speaking of who we love, who we talking about today?
All right. So earlier we talked about the lovely. I said a name and I'll say him again. Here we go. We'll put him up in the corner. Mm-hmm. There he is, in all his God-given glory, Mr. Topher. Topher yesterday. So ever since we talked the other week about barbecue, right? Mm-hmm. About Arthur Bryant's and stuff like that. Topher has been on a barbecue. He wants to find the best barbecue in Tulsa. And we think we found it. So it is, I am not joking. This place is called Big Daddy's Barbecue.
Hell yeah.
we do it right. What's the catchphrase? I can't even see it because it's on the bottom of the thing. And you can't see it because of the squirreling thing.
Can you take away the crawl? Oh, there you go.
Oh, wait. Well, yep. Boom. Oh. All right. Oh, yeah. There we go. Big Daddy's Barbecue. We do it right at Our Smoke Ain't No Joke.
Yeah.
And they literally, of course, you're going to get hungry. Now you can go eat barbecue today.
Fuck, dude.
Leave this. But this is one of the, now the thing is, this is the funniest part about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying barbecue joint. You're thinking you're walking through some doors of a building, if you're going into it.
Right.
No. There is that is the barbecue joint. They have 2 picnic tables out front now.
Yeah.
But that is the barbecue
The thing
joint.
is, dude, going up to that, it's going to be delicious, though. Like seeing that building.
God.
Look at that.
Look at this.
Yeah.
And their stuff is like made by them. It's not, it's 100%. They got 2 logos because they have 2 locations, so they want people to get confused with the 2 locations. So they got 2 little locations on 2 different trailers. I mean, look at this: $2.99 smoked bologna sandwich.
What? That is insane. That's so cheap.
Like, dude, there was a line. Saturday. Okay, what day is it today? Today is Wednesday. I think I pulled up a Wednesday one. Oh, that's Friday. There we go. Wednesday, $7.25 hamburger meal. Like all this, and look at the hamburger, dude. Like, it is insane.
They're so cheap, dude. $2.50 for 5 bologna.
Look at that. Look at that. That was a $10 thing. I ate it like yesterday and today. That was my lunch today, dude. I mean, look at $5.50.
That is so cheap, dude. I can't get lunch for that for $5.50 anywhere.
Not anywhere. So, guys, look up, if you come down to Tulsa, seriously, look up Big Daddy's. You can look up their website. It is BigDaddy'sBarbecue.com. Or you can go to Facebook and look up, it's /Paul Ball 49, but I'm pretty sure I know that's the guy's name that runs the place. But literally, just look up Big Daddy's Barbecue. It's getting a following down here, and it is. I mean, look at that's the weirdest salad in the world, but I want it.
Yeah, it looks good. But yeah, wow, okay. That's something.
Big Daddy's, our smoke ain't no joke.
Yeah, go see Big Daddy and get some barbecue. Big Daddy.
Dude, you ever come down here, you're gonna for the whole time, you're just gonna be like, what about this place and this place? We're gonna eat like 20 times in a row.
I mean, I want to.
like, what are you gonna do after you go eat at that place? Oh, we're gonna wait till the food digests, and then we're gonna go to the next place.
Yeah, sorry, like, give me 15 minutes, and I forced it through. But yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad that Big Daddy Barbecue. But my dad's coming down this weekend. He's gonna be on Saturday. I'm gonna take him to either Joe's or Arthur Bryant's. I don't know which one yet, though.
Oh man, Joe's is legendary, and so is Arthur Bryant.
I mean, I was just thinking like a Z-Man would be a perfect way to introduce my dad to Kansas City barbecue. You know what I mean?
But this is a thing. You got to get a side of burnt ends because that's not an every other place thing. Burnt ends is a Kansas City thing.
I know, but
and it's not everywhere. And I'm telling you right now how much of a headache that is to try to tell people, hey, what are burnt ends?
But a Z-Man is burnt ends on the sandwich. You know what I mean? So like. I
thought it was turkey and
no. Z-Man is brisket. It's burnt ends on the brisket. So.
Okay. Yeah, definitely take them to Joe's. I'd say Joe's first.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, Arthur Bryant's is good too.
It's just
it's a different. It's a vinegar barbecue.
Yeah,
which is more. That's more like North Carolina barbecue.
Yeah.
But Kansas City Joe's. Take them to Joe's.
Taking Joe's. Good, because I had Joe's yesterday too, and I can't wait to have it again. But I ate before I saw Heretic, but. You know what?
If you only have one barbecue place, take them to Joe's.
Okay.
And you can't and that's Saturday only. You can't take them on Sunday. Joe's is closed on Sunday.
That's true. He's only your Saturday, because we can't go down to Texas this year for Thanksgiving, just for personal reasons. But I was like, Dad, why don't you just come here and see the place I've lived at for fucking 8 years? So I've been here 8 years, didn't see my place. So finally gets to see my place. I'm excited for that. He's excited too. But you know what? I think I'm excited to talk about movies though. So let's talk about Don't Move.
Let's talk about movies.
Yeah. All the information on it.
What movie you want to talk about first?
We got to talk about Don't Move because it's the one that's streaming, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Do we have rules? And I don't know it?
We kind of have rules that we talk about the movies at theaters. Secondly, that's like an unspoken rule. I mean, it's right. Like that's how we do it. But I'm sorry, pulling shit up. Don't move. Directed by Brian Netto and Adam Schindler, a people together, and then written by T.J. Simpfell, David White. This stars Kelsey Asbille as Iris.
You know, I really overturn the apple cart when it comes to this family.
Also, Finn Witrock as Richard.
God, you're pathetic.
I have two of them. Moray Treadwell as Bill.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Daniel Francis as Dontrell.
I believe the princess is here to see me, not you lot.
This also stars other people in here that you don't really see. But Neil, why don't you go read the storyline for Don't Move?
I forgot to pull the thing up. All right. Oh, man, that's longer than the movie.
Yeah.
All right. The grieving Iris wakes up early in the morning and goes to the memorial. I'm not reading that. That's just too much.
Yeah, just go to the top.
Give me the one-liner. Yeah. I'm going to go to the one-liner. A seasoned killer injects a grieving woman with a parafleeker agent. She must run, fight, and hide before her body shuts down.
So this movie, I would probably call it like almost micro budget. There's hardly a budget to this thing, but that's okay.
I think what this was somebody was like, hey, how do we make movies with the least amount of actors and meeting with each other in any part of the movie? Because I think they wrote it during pandemic where they thought they didn't have to have a lot of people in the movie.
But right, so this movie it takes place in like a wooded sort of area, and there's she's running and she goes to a place and she meets a man, and the man's helps her with her grief a little bit, and then he takes advantage of her, which you basically see in the trailer or whatever. So takes advantage of her and like doesn't really rape her or anything, just does creepy shit. I will say that
oh no, it was indicated. It's indicated that they're about to get to their free con.
Okay,
that she's gonna have the best weekend of her life. Like it's indicated. It got creepy. It got really, really creepy, and that's okay because that's what Finn Witrock does. He is creepy.
Yeah, so Finn Witrock is really good in this movie. If you're talking about like what
he's good in anything creepy. That's the thing about him is just like they picked a great creepy guy to play the creepy guy. Yeah. They're like, oh, you've been in like how many seasons of American Horror Story where you're a creepy guy? Let's put you in a movie where you're a creepy guy.
And Kelsey Asbille did her part. Like I don't have a problem with her in this movie as Iris. And they got really attractive people to play the leads, which is great. But I just and then Moray Treadwell plays Bill. I like Bill in this movie. He's pretty good too. It's just that this movie it doesn't have a whole lot going on. Like you're sort of like you're.
If this, go ahead.
I don't know what to. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this. It's almost hard to give it away, right? Because there's very
like okay. If I would have missed this movie, I would have been okay that I missed this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm with you.
I'm sure there's like 10 other movies I could have probably watched. I think that I have more interest in than what this movie was. That said, it is only an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It is a nice little thriller.
Yeah.
A nice little, R-rated thriller. It is a nice little. This is a nice hour and a half movie. Like this is exactly, this doesn't have a lot of depth. You don't go into a lot of, you get the story of why she's out there and you get a little bit of his story, but not much.
And this is sort of cat and mouse, I guess I'd say. Like other people will call these both cat and mouse. That's fucking ridiculous. But this one is definitely a cat and mouse type game or movie. And it's okay. It's not bad. It's just that it just seems so inconsequential,
Like you just always think that she's going to get away.
Yeah, and
like as much as he did. Okay, this is This is the thing with it. I think I'm going to put my finger on it right now. I think that the reason it didn't work out so well was because Finn was very believable as a creepy guy,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't see him as a dangerous creepy guy.
I guess you're right.
If you gave him more violence, like when he gets more into the movie, you can tell that he's a little violent and stuff like that. But there's so many situations that occur that he kind of wusses out.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I would say that near the end of the movie where there's a pretty graphic scene that's classic Sam Raimi that you see that you're like, okay, that's where Sam Raimi saw it, and I was like, how do I produce this?
There's some killings. There's some stuff going on that you get to see because it is talking about a serial killer trying to grab a woman.
Mm-hmm.
But in this movie, like another thing that did work for it though is the area that they shot it in,
Bulgaria,
because this is not California.
No, that's Bulgaria.
Yeah, it's Bulgaria, and it's beautiful by any means. Like this scene right away, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. We're going to be in the middle of the woods. I get where this movie's taking me right away. So I like that's exactly what we got from these scenes of beautiful, like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful, if you have 4K television like I do.
Oh yeah, dude.
This is going to just look, it's going to be like, you're going to be like, oh, so maybe this was made for more if you got to have the 4K TV to go with it.
I fought the urge to pull out my phone while watching this. So, and that was
that was my problem too. It didn't capture enough imagination. I mean, I wish maybe more well, that's the problem because she was with the drug, she can't talk. So like therefore she's just a lump. And she has to it's almost like she's Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. She's just a dead body laying there, she's not dead. She knows she's alive or whatever, but
so there's not a whole lot of acting on her part, just instead of saying, hey, just kind of be really inebriated the whole time. You're like, okay, I can do that.
So I think maybe there was, I don't know, maybe even though I know that's what the idea of the movie is, I think that's where this falls short. I don't think she was able to act or do a lot. And I think because of that, a lot of the scenes felt like flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of it, you're like, just like, you fucking get on with it, dude. Like you want to you're like, let's break it down, let's keep going. But we didn't have that.
But there are some good kill scenes. Mm-hmm. There are the Finn Witrock is just as creepy as you could possibly imagine him being creepy. Mm-hmm. There are a couple lines that were kind of a little like this borderline disturbing. Oh man, this is a messed up. I can't believe he said that.
I kind of wish we had a bit more backstory on Finn Witrock, like before, like his character, like previous, like what he's done before this, like. But apparently we didn't get that. We didn't get the backstory, which I think was more interesting than actually the current thing that's going on. But it's just on Netflix
I think maybe Yeah. I think maybe if they showed a little bit of hey, this is how he killed other people, or show us something of the past of these whatever. I don't know. Maybe a flashback sequence would have been nice.
And to be said, it does feel like his TV movie. It feels like a Netflix movie, which is its own genre.
That's it. Yeah.
It feels like a Netflix movie.
Maybe we'll go with that.
Yeah. It feels like a Netflix movie. Netflix movies, they can be good, but this one's not it's not exceptional. It just exists in a world where, hey, there's nothing new on Netflix. And this is produced by Sam Raimi, so we got to watch it. And we watched it and we're okay with it. But I'll give my score first. My score on this is a 3.4, maybe 3.5. I didn't hate it. There's nothing exceptional.
Yeah. I'll give it like a 3.3. I mean, it was kind of like, it's like, I mean, it fell flat somewhere, and I really wanted Finn to be, I don't know, man. He needs to do something else. He needs to move away from the creepy guy, because he always plays the creepy guy.
So I do think that I had a thought that lost me. I'm sorry. But yeah, this just didn't do it. And
it didn't do it. It didn't do it.
But I didn't hate it right away. So
well, let's move on. All right. Well, let's move on from it. What's the audience tour?
Oh, by the way, I just don't know this. We if you're listening for the first time, I think some of you listened for the first time. We rate our movies 0 through 5, 5 being life-changing, 0 being we are now worse people for watching it. Neil, what is the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes for Don't Move?
42%.
You were close, 38. You're so close.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I need to get one right on. I haven't for weeks.
All right, Neil, what's the critic score for Don't Move?
Gonna be 38%.
73%. Right?
What?
Yeah.
Were they drinking? Someone got paid money. Got paid money.
There's no critics' consistency on this because Rotten Tomatoes doesn't like, they obviously have a vendetta against Netflix movies. But I'll read a good review and a bad review. And this is from, okay. So this is from Pablo O. Schultz of Query. He says, "Don't move from your seat. The movie with its more or less credible, plausible, or accessible situations will grab you." He gave it a 4 out of 4. What the fuck is he thinking? And this is one.
I have no idea.
And this is from Tom Meek of Cambridge Day. He's a 2 out of 5. He goes, "It's not bad." That's what he says. And that's how I feel about it. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, but it's again like, why was this? Me and you could have watched, Love After Lock Up, and I could have read more of it.
I gotta watch something else.
Yeah,
and it was a decent movie. If you want to. It's an hour and a half movie. If you have nothing else to watch and you want to watch something, there it is. It's right there. Yeah. It's on the Netflix. It's an hour and a half. It's that good, if you're eating dinner and going to bed kind of movie, there you go. It'll knock you right out.
You can do worse. Yeah, you can do worse, but I think you can definitely do better. Like, if there's something you like, if you sit down.
It's kind of like the...
Go ahead. Yeah.
This is the movie you would find in the DVD section, for $3 at Walmart on, release night.
If you want it,
$3.99 releases.
Oh yeah. I heard about this movie. My dad said it was good. Right? Like that's the type of movie this is.
Well, your dad's not allowed to suggest movies anymore.
If that's the case, yeah. But my dad, to be fair, my dad didn't see this or tell me it was good. So yeah, I'm not gonna let him sully his name by saying that. But Neil, I think we're ready for news. Are you ready to give it?
Yes, let's do news.
You get the background change. Oh, okay.
All right, we need him. Now hit the news. This is the Movies No Suck and Something News. All right, Neil, I'm going to read stuff to Chris because he got blinded by a goat earlier this evening.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All right, first, let's get the sad news out of the way. One of my favorite actors in horror, sci-fi, actually, probably a lot of you guys even know him if you played the Spider-Man video games. He's the guy who does voice Venom in the Spider-Man scripts. Mr. Tony Todd passed away.
Candyman,
you know him probably as Zoom from the Candyman, Zoom from the Zoom from the Flash series. I mean, he was. He's in a lot. I mean, the Hellblazers. He was in the new cartoon, the new He-Man cartoon. He was, I'm trying to even just read half of these, and I can't. Tales from the Hood.
But he's
Leap of Faith.
Yeah, but he's Candyman. Like that's his legacy. He was terrified of all of us as children.
That and also and he was also in The Crow. He was the guy that was looking for the crow. Yeah. He was the investigator. See how many great actors is in that movie, and people don't even realize it. All right, but
he was talking about the newest Crow 2024, his favorite new movie of the year. So
no, I'm gonna kill you. Sleep. I was gonna be nice to you and give you the best news of all, which I know you probably already know.
Which is what?
People magazine today, just a couple hours ago, has declared the 2024 sexiest man.
Chris Owen. Oh, John Krasinski?
John Krasinski is now the sexiest man alive by People magazine.
I guess. I never really thought it was
so one of your favorites, Jim.
Yeah.
That you think about often, because Jim, if you don't know, guys, Chris is such a Pam.
Yeah, I am Pam. Or Kevin. I'm also a Kevin Malone. But no, like the thing is I never really thought of him as sexy. I thought this kind of as like kind of cute and like super skinny. But I forgot that he's got his guns down because he's been doing stuff like that. So I guess, man. I guess he's sexy.
He's sexy, man. How do you not know he's? Why is it all the sexy men alive kind of look the same?
It's the 5 o'clock shadow they could have, you know.
It's like they all look like. Isn't John Hamm been the sexiest man once? Also, like Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds. Like they all have like that hump, like the
poofy hair.
The pompadour hair. Yeah, that pompadour kind of hair, unshaven, and they always have like a t-shirt on.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely.
I think People Magazine has a type, guys. I'm just throwing that one out there. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will be introducing a new character, teasing the 4th movie because they figured out if you tease a character at the end of the movie, everybody will come back to the next movie to see that character being added to your movie series.
So I've only followed Sonic up until Sonic and Knuckles. Who's the new character that?
Knuckles. I was saying, so the new character, let's see if they even said it. An interview with Sonic the Hedgehog director Jeff Fowler teased that the latest sequel will once again introduce another character after revealing Tails and Shadow in the first 2 films. Although he makes not to hint who it could be, he makes it clear that unraveling has become an important part of the film series. Because as soon as you introduce a new character, people want to see the new character.
So I was kind of.
I mean, the next one's played by freaking Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
You know?
So here's the problem I have with the last Sonic movie. They did what I hate in kids' movies. They had a dance sequence, which bothered the shit out of me. I was like, come on.
I know. You don't like to dance. You don't like people having fun.
No, I don't like the lowest hanging fruit. That's what I don't like. So.
Okay. So let's talk about. I literally pulled some. There's a lot of news out there. So, but I try to pull some really good ones. I thought was directed towards you, like this one. The new A24 movie will explore the rise and fall of the notorious crypto bro Sam Bankman-Fried. Right?
Yeah.
It's based off the best. It's going to be best off the. Let's see. What's the name of it called? It's joining forces, audiences, forgettable. It'll be called or Samuel Benjamin Bankman-Fried, or SBF for short. They're the bestseller Going Infinite, The Rise and Fall of a New Tycoon, which was all about him during the cryptocurrency endeavors. It chronicles the personal story of the unlikely entrepreneurship who left the former cryptocurrency exchange hedge fund company in bankruptcy after $8 billion size hole was found in FTX's accounts. So that's the story that's going to be unfolding.
Yeah, he's going to jail for probably the rest of his life. 25 years at least. So
man, it's good.
It's crazy.
So that's going to be coming out. Also, remember The Old Guard with Charlize Theron?
Yeah, I remember that movie. Barely, but yes.
All right, so ever since it came out, they're like sequel. Well, they're finally making a sequel. They're finally getting it on. The director says, I can't tell you much right now. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it and watching it. But what I can say is that it's just really cool and it's a really good script. I'm very looking forward to seeing it, to watch it, and the audience, I hope, will enjoy it as well. And that's Luca Manganiello, who was the director of.
This is directing the second one.
Guard.
Okay, cool.
All right. A famous director is putting another movie together with a full cast. I am going to read the cast to you.
Okay.
And then I want you to guess what director is getting this cast.
Okay.
First, we got to add Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay.
Gone Girls actress Rosamund Pike and Anthony Hopkins. Joining those three will be Colin Farrell, Jake Gyllenhaal, Jude Law, Jason Statham, Robert Downey Jr., Brad Pitt, Stephen Graham, Matthew McConaughey, Hugh Grant, and Henry Cavill.
Oh, Guy Pearce.
Oh, you're so close.
Who's it?
Guy Ritchie.
Oh, why did I say Guy Pearce? That's what I meant. Fuck, what's wrong with me?
Guy Pearce is an actor.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie. Yeah, Guy Ritchie. Yeah. So is this the next and when does this come out?
This is going to be the next in the Gentleman's. It's going to be based kind of in the same universe as The Gentleman. The director was obsessed with low-level cognate gangsters in London. In recent years, Ritchie has turned his attention on the wealthy elite. While The Gentleman was a classic Ritchie gangster film in disguise, Netflix series, the same name, featured a really good. That's really cool. But the plot details are being kept a secret, but it's called Wife and Dog, which continues its obsession with the Bristol Ritz cats, is all it's saying. It's going to be produced by Black Bear.
If I remember correctly, there's a Guy Ritchie movie coming out in January. I think I don't know, that dude doesn't stop working. You know what I mean?
He just, I know, he's not stopping working right now. He's just in the mood to make some movies. He wants to make a universe. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
That was fun. Well, I like that movie. We both like that movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. And it had a fucking Reacher in it. And we're all like, yeah, bring it on. But yeah, he's got another one coming out pretty soon. I think in June, if I remember correctly. Or not June, but January. And I don't know, it's not that one, but yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe that it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, all right. Black Panther actress, what's her name? I just saw it like 5 seconds ago, and then it just disappeared. Luta Ningon, who was one of the main actresses in Black Panther, her and Tom Holland have now joined Christopher Nolan's new mysterious movie that nobody's talking about, that we don't know anything. So that adds them now to Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, and Zendaya, all part of this movie already.
Okay.
But a bunch of people have signed up for it.
Cool.
I don't know why they're trying to keep it hidden.
I mean, it's because they just want to create this mystique around something that it turns out it's like, and be like, what is it going to be? They're like, oh, it's just in the movie. And we're like, okay, why do we choose you? He's like, I don't know. But I knew there are problems with Christopher Nolan, but I'm fine with. I like his movies. I'm just not like a super fan of Christopher Nolan. You know.
I think you're a huge fan of Christopher Nolan. All right, so a 90s horror comedy classic is actually getting a remake by Jason Reitman. Is going to be directing and writing. The lead actor is going to be Finn Wolfhard from the Stranger Things and the Ghostbusters Afterlife, and yeah. Can you guess what the movie, classic 90s movie? It's never had a sequel, but it is one of the classic comedy horror movies of the 1990s.
I think I remember the Idle Hands. Is that it? You know,
dude, you are. 1 second. I got to go in and out.
It's gonna bitch at it. It's gonna suck. I think this thing, you know, we can't let you guys down. You know, so Neil's doing stuff, and I'm doing stuff. We're all doing stuff. It's good times.
Did you entertain our people, or did you just phone the whole time?
No, I was
people while you were out,
Sorry.
and you did not.
Sorry.
You were staring at your phone.
Sorry.
At least read from your phone or something.
I was saying stuff. But
we had 11 people, and now we have 3. What happened? What did you do?
So Neil, I think the horror film you're talking about is that Idle Hands.
Yes, Idle Hands.
Yeah,
He's
dude.
making the remake of Idle Hands.
I'm about that too.
I mean, I'm about to. I'll see that. I mean, I don't know what they're going to be able to do though.
I mean, Devin Sawa.
What can they get away with, like with something like that?
I
These
remember
days,
one of the things I remember about Devin Sawa was he had a inhaler around his neck. And when he woke up, he turned it around. It was a pipe because he's smoking weed from it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do that now.
It was cool. Disney 23 Brazil this weekend. It was revealed accidentally that Cars 4 is in the works.
Who cares,
So
man? Fuck that movie.
It's Cars. Cars is awesome.
I don't like any of the Cars movies at all. Like
life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it.
To me,
all night
it was like watching a Chevron commercial. You know what I mean? Like that's what it felt like to me.
It was not. You just don't like Cars. One of Chris's favorite trilogies is now becoming a blockbuster hit TV show. That's right. The great Renee Zellweger is going to be making her role as the famous Bridget Jones and bring Bridget Jones to the small screen, and Bridget Jones Mad About the Boy. All right, let's continue on. Sci-fi dystopian documentary movie coming out is going to be done by Neon, the place that's been making a bunch of weird fucking
movies.
movies.
They made Long Legs and Cuckoo, and how I love Long Legs. Yeah.
So they're trying something else. So the movie we called 2073. It's a hybrid documentary and science fiction thriller produced by Neon and director Asa Kapadia. Asfid Kapadia. Will land in theaters. It'll be December 27th of this year, and it's been revealed that the film blends storytelling and nonfiction reporting and serves as a warning against climate change and the dwindling of the global democracy and authoritarian states, among other social ills. Starring Samantha Morton from In America, Minority Report, and Naomi Ackie from Blink Twice. It is inspired by Chris Marker's landmark 1962 short film La Jetée, in which a time traveler attempts to change the past events in order to save his own future.
Okay, it sounds cool. I don't know anything about it. Yeah.
I thought that would be right up your alley. You love that stuff.
I do. It's just that I don't know how it's going to work out because there's all this thing where people are like, well, he's obviously has an agenda to push. And I'm like, maybe he does, but it doesn't bother me. But I'm excited to see what Neon does with it because they've been making some cool shit lately. So let them make cool shit, you know?
I know. Let's see. What else we got here? Yep. Before everything closed down. Sorry, I got to... fixing stuff.
Did you help our audience while we were gone? While I was gone, did you?
Yeah, definitely. I read stories how I didn't read. I read them stories that you didn't read. All right, then. So Denzel Washington is finally confirmed. He is going to be working in Black Panther 3.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel Washington is coming up to MCU. So, I mean, come on, Denzel Washington. Now they're adding some money. Now, come on.
I like
Denzel Washington.
I like Denzel.
Who doesn't?
We'll be seeing a movie with him in a couple weeks. Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah. There'll be a lot. Dude, there's so many movies coming out. Colin Farrell reveals that after the Penguin show's now ended, that yes, he has a future and he will be in Batman 2 and 3. So that Penguin character will be around for a while. Don't get sad about it. He will be around.
You like that? The miniseries is good. You finished it, right? I imagine you finished it, knowing you.
I have 2 episodes left.
Okay.
2 episodes left.
You get to
still.
You get to.
Yep. But Stephen King is going to be having 4 movies, I think, come out next year.
The Monkey is one of them, right?
Yeah, and then there's I don't know, I think 4 new movies. I can't remember all of them, but this one's called The Long Walk, which is from his 1979 novel of the same name. He penned he did this under Richard Bachman, which is like, Running Man. I can't remember the other ones. The story is set in the future, ruled by totalitarian government that runs up 100 teenage boys every year to participate in a sick game where the stakes are literally life and death. Written by King as a social commentary piece on the Vietnam War, the film is directed by the Hunger Games Francis Lawrence. So basically,
the same game,
a movie basically about the same thing of Hunger Games is going to be made. So hopefully it works out.
Hopefully, it just means like they made that movie. You know what I mean?
I know. So Disney 23 happened this past weekend. So there's a couple of stories here. Let's see. Kevin Feige said that Avengers Secret Wars will differ from the Endgame in one major way. It's not going to be all the movies are coming up to this big event and then they don't have any idea what to do like they did with Endgame. Mm-hmm. Like at Endgame, they kind of like, okay, what do we do next? Like after they were trying to get to Endgame. Now they have it written that Secret Wars is just part of the story moving on to all the big events and stuff like that. Within the next 2 years, you're going to be seeing a shit ton of mutants is basically the way it's going. Also, he stated that they are very much in love with Channing Tatum as Gambit. Mm-hmm. And that he will probably be returning back in the MCU if they can work it all out.
I mean, we all love Channing Tatum as Gambit. You know, that's all we all want.
Everybody does. Everybody does. And then one of the bigger stories that is like, hey, we're still making Blade. It's still coming out on that date. Yeah. We have worked through the issues. Mm-hmm. We just wanted to make sense. And he goes, we've done a lot of film testing with Marshall. And he goes, there's no way Marshall. There's no way I don't. Whatever you say it.
I'm just saying, right?
Okay. It says, we're committed to Blade. We love the character. We love Marshalla's version of him. And rest assured, whenever we change direction with the project or still trying to figure out how it fits in our schedule, we let the public know. So update now. We have it going on. And we can say the character is definitely making its view into the MCU.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
So, yes, Blade is coming, guys.
Still happening. It's not Snipes' way. Snipes not doing Blade. But, whatever.
All right, so Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey is an imaginative romance movie that'll be coming out. It's going to be a top-tier cast with the great Colin Farrell, Margot Robbie, Jodie Turner-Smith, Sophia Waller-Bridge, Bill Magnesium, Sarah Gadon, and Chloe East, isn't it? That's why I picked the story.
Yeah.
And she's going to be going up. So they said they've been working a lot, and that this movie is going to be like a romance thriller. So hopefully that works out.
Interesting.
Ridley Scott wants to take a stab back at making the 1992 flop $14.92.
That dude.
He is trying to get the funds together to refilm the movie $14.92.
He's not 84. Like he's super old. Like he's old. Really, like, for example, as people were talking about the new movie, and there's, the consensus is Ridley's in Ridley. He just does shit and he doesn't stop. So,
right.
Hey man, try to make $14.92. I definitely see what you're gonna make with that. Do what you want.
Oh, so also let's also get this other Kevin Feige stuff. We'll just say it all really quick out of the way. Because there's other stuff. Scarlet Witch is definitely going to be reappearing back into the universe, so don't worry. And in the new Spider-Man, this is the other thing he revealed, Spider-Man 3, the movie they're working on right now with Tom Holland and all them, we get the MCU introduction of Miles Morales.
Oh, interesting. I don't know who they picked for that.
I don't know, but he said that it's in the new the new Spider-Man they're working on right now.
So, have you watched Agatha All Along yet?
Which one?
Agatha All Along, is that what it's called?
Yeah. We got one more episode on that. Dude, that's why these episodes they all it's great. It's amazing. Audrey Floss knocks out of the park. Catherine, you don't even need to know the full story. You don't need to know the full story. You need to know a little bit. The WandaVision.
I watched WandaVision. I watched WandaVision. So
it's continuance of WandaVision and Doctor of Madness multiverse. That those are the two that you can, if you know those, you're fine. And you don't even have to really know them, they'll tell you the story.
They'll remind you. Here's what happened.
Yeah, they'll remind you. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so this is, I think, just hilarious. Mattel made toys for the new Wicked movie. And accidentally on the back of the packages put a website. It was supposed to be wickedmovie.com, and it was printed wicked.com, which goes to a porn site. And it sends them to a porn parody website.
That's amazing.
So wicked.com has got an extra 100,000 fucking viewers this week.
Don't go there unless you want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But so the consumers have flooded social media with images, and after the initial reaction, they thought that someone was faking it. However, dozens of videos showing the items on the shelves bearing the website URL verify that it isn't. It's wickedmusical.com.
So who's excited about the movie? Who's excited about Wicked?
I am.
Okay. I've seen
it's Wicked, man.
I've seen musical twice.
I am. I've never seen it live. I've never seen it. Okay. I want to know the story.
Okay.
Don't you want to know the story?
I know the story. I've seen it. Well, the first time I've seen it, I'm being really liberal with the word "seen it" because I was drunk most of the time, like ridiculously drunk. Second time I was still cold sober. So.
All right, and last but not least, Kevin Bacon is returning to one of the most classic horror movie genres that he helped create. That's right. He will be returning to Tremors for the new Tremors movie and return in a cult classic legacy sequel. Kevin Bacon may be heading back. He was heading back to the original Tremors with S.S. Wilson has revealed that he and Stampede Entertainment are looking to revive the franchise with a new legacy sequel, like all the ones going on these days with Halloween. And it's cool, man. We get to still see the characters. So as long as the movie's written well, we're all for it. Yeah. We like our Freddys, we like our Jasons, we like our, we like our Michael Myers. And Tremors is still one of it's the Worm movie. Everybody knows the Worm movie in the desert. I mean, there's how many of them? 5 of them? 6 of them? How many is there?
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Because he was in, the last one he was in was 2. So there's 7 altogether. 7 altogether. Damn, that's a lot. What are you doing?
Sorry, I got something. So Tremors, there's 7. I know that they had like a bunch of TV movies for Tremors.
Did you just get on your phone while we're on the? Did you just get on your phone while we're on the podcast?
I'll text you about it later. I'll text you about it later. It's important.
Oh, sure. It's his side chick, everybody. It's okay. I'm telling your mom. I think I just did. There's enough on the viewers.
I don't know if she listens.
Yeah, but anyway, Kevin Bacon's coming back to Tremors. It's going to be great. We're going to be awesome. In fact, let's talk about a horror movie now. Chris, I'm done with the news.
Oh, that's not it. Here we go.
Chris! This is the Movies Don't Suck. It's some in the news. I talked a bunch of stuff to Chris, and he was so bored he did not care, and he took a nap.
Let's talk Heretic, directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. Oh, let's say directed and written by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. You guys don't know them because they did writers for A Quiet Place. You fucking believe that? And 65, but A Quiet Place, I think they're the writers for that. This stars Hugh Grant as Mr. Reed.
If you would be so kind as to furnish me with 20 million British pounds.
Sophie Thathcer plays Sister Barnes.
If what? If I'm a slut?
Chloe East plays Sister Paxton.
Nate, talk to you.
And Topher Grace plays Elder Kennedy. That's not it. Sorry.
God, give us true white.
No.
Men.
Okay.
Stop.
Stop. Neil,
why did you pick that fucking clip?
Neil, the storyline is something
like any time in history you could have picked that clip. This is the time.
Just so you know, the storyline is one sentence and it's perfect for you.
Nice. 2 young religious women are drawn into a game of cat and mouse in the house of a strange man.
But cat and mouse, you'd think. You know? This movie has a lot of talking in it. It's a big talking.
It has a lot of dialogue, but it's good dialogue.
Oh, it's great dialogue. This
so
would you consider the marketing for this movie misleading?
No.
Okay.
Because this is what happens when that idiot guy, that guy that wants to talk about all the conspiracy theories of everything that's ever happened, gets kicked out of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or X, whatever they call it this week, Instagram, TikTok, that commenter that says all the stuff that wants to inform you and complain to the manager. That guy got kicked off of the internet, and this is what happens. He has to create his house to be a cage to try to tell people all his crazy theories.
But the good thing is that this guy's smart though. Yeah, but not.
Oh yeah, he's smart. It makes sense. But
and he's charming.
It's basically. This is the guy like back in the 70s that always had a slideshow for everything. And now that slideshows don't exist anymore. Yeah. He has to try to kidnap people to show him his slideshow.
Yeah, and that's what we have. We have this slideshow. It's a really good movie. Like I saw it with 4 other people, and I think they liked it. but
all right.
The thing is about this movie is that it's tricky.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We just got to get it done and over with. This man should be in every fucking movie from here on.
So good in this. Oh my God, he's so good in this.
I've always wanted to see a creepy Hugh Grant, and creepy Hugh Grant was creepy. Like both movies this week was a creepy guy trying to get what he wanted.
And just that Hugh Grant was the best part of this movie. Easy. I like Sophie Thathcer.
The girls played their part too. Because this is why I literally think the movie is. The movie is a situation occurs, and the situation that occurs is you have two ways of every situation in an emergency situation. You either fight or flight.
Mhm.
And one girl was fight and one girl was flight. Like one was like, I just want to run the fuck away. And the other one's like, no, fuck that. I want to get down. I want to, let's box a couple rounds. Let's go. Like, and that's what the difference was between the two ladies. And that's why these ladies played their character, Chloe East and
Sophie Thathcer, and they're great.
Yeah, Sophie. Yeah, they played their part like to the T.
But
like if them being those characters, like it was like at first you saw like two girls that are identical, and then by the end of the movie you saw each one of them and their stories.
Yeah.
Like they did a great storytelling through this movie of their characters.
And again, I can't just talk about how great Hugh Grant is in this. Like, he's everything you want in this movie. He does everything that you'd hope he would do. And it's a spooky movie. There's some spooky parts of this. There's some creepy parts of this, but it doesn't have traditional jump scares like you expect in a horror film. Which is great. I mean, A24 is known for not doing that.
Yeah.
And it's something that's definitely gonna make you think, because that's what this movie may do. Make you discuss afterwards what you would done or what this is about, because there's some stuff that you have to figure out yourself, because the Scott Beck and Brian Woods expect you to talk about it and come to your own conclusions, and that's what this movie's for.
This movie was about like everything. Okay, so it just covers the theology.
That's
right?
a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Theology.
Yeah, theology. Yeah.
The theology of like many different subjects, including religion, board games, copyright. But it's also, it's always like I always say, everything's a copy of a copy of a copy anymore. There's no originality. I mean, as much as you want originality, you can tear everything apart and compare it to this, and this anymore.
But this was unique and creative.
Well, I'm not saying it isn't. I'm saying that's what this movie is preaching, that everything is a copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah, but this movie isn't a copy of anything I've seen. This is a movie that, like, I'll never forget I saw.
No, it reminds me exactly of the Addams Family. Like Uncle Fester comes out, or like they got a character like Uncle Fester. He comes out, and instead of a light bulb, he puts LED light in his mouth.
That's part of this movie. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely. They're calling it, like, people are calling it a 3D like cat and mouse game. I'm not really seeing that, especially at the end you find out why it's not. You know what I mean? But
no, it is a question. It is literally the best way to describe this movie is Hugh Grant give these two girls a decision to make, and they need to make the decision on their own. And that is what the lesson of this movie is. There is a lesson being taught there, or not a lesson to be taught. It's making you think about which way to go on any kind of thought. It tries to help you. It makes you ask the question why, and it wants you to ask the question why a lot.
And it's a good movie. It makes you think for sure. For people who are believers, not believers, they'll find a lot to like about this movie. And depending, you'll probably come out with different things. And when you come out, you'll have different interpretations of what you saw, which is what the movies. That's what great movies do. They inspire thought.
That's what a movie's supposed to do.
Yeah.
This is a movie that it'll ask some questions, and you'll learn that Monopoly is not original, and that makes me sad. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I did.
I did not know that. I did not know Monopoly was not an original game. I thought that was original. I thought I read a book on it when I was a kid, or did a book report on it that said that the Parker brothers created. But now we know the truth.
And that's
And
what
the
this
truth is hurting.
and that's what this movie's all about. Is monopoly.
It's about the truth monopoly.
Yeah,
it is.
And so we give it away. We give it about the truth monopoly, but
they talk about Monopoly and they ruin the game. And I don't know if I can play Monopoly ever again. I don't know if I can.
When's the last time you played it?
I can't.
When's the last time you played Monopoly?
I don't know. It's been like 2 years at least.
It's
2 or 3
years.
years.
It's just a game that takes so fucking long, dude. It takes forever.
It takes so long.
And like, there's a point.
Okay, wait a minute. It was before we bought this house. It was just a couple months before we bought this house, like 4 years ago. I'd say.
So the thing about Monopoly, though, like when you get there, you get the game and you play it, there's a point with no return. We know you cannot win, but you still have to finish the game up. You know?
Oh no, you gotta go in there. You gotta go in there and try to F it all up for everybody else.
At that point.
That's what I do. And when I get to that point, I'm not there to win anymore. I'm there just to F it all up.
Yeah, and people get all pissed at you because you're being a dick about it. But
oh yeah, I'm going down. I'm taking you all with me. I don't care.
Like you know what would you do? It's like because I don't care anymore.
I'm taking you all with me.
But Heretic, it's a fun movie. If it makes you think, it's not like super long. How long is that? Like what? It's an hour and 51 minutes, which is perfect, I think, for this movie.
It's a perfect little movie. It was a creepy movie. Hugh Grant is creepy as hell, and it's Hugh Grant doing a lot of the dialogue in this movie, which that's awesome.
I honestly
Hugh Grant deserves a movie where he does like.
I honestly think he could get nominated for something. Like, honestly, like. He's so good in this.
This might easily be a movie of the year without us like telling you too much of it because you don't want to spoil something like this. This is just like the acting's good. The girls go play off of Hugh Grant being cutesy, creepy. Like they counteract everything that his energy gave off. Yeah. Like they had a lot to work with because it's Hugh fucking Grant.
Yeah. And so you guys, if you're expecting like a action packed, not really. It's really a like kind of a lecture. the guy is
with a lot of little grotesque moments in the middle of it.
Yeah.
There's some nice grotesque. There's some grotesque. There's some creepy. There's some weird. This is a movie that they actually make all the filler feel good. Unlike the other movie that we watched that was a horror, that was a thriller. This one actually, you feel the intensity.
Yeah,
you get it, and you get like, does this guy believe this, or is he just saying this? Is he crazy? Is he what's going on here?
Well, it's definitely something. But it's just the second that Hugh Grant opens the door, you get brought into this world of Hugh Grant, of Mr. Reed, and you're like, this is intriguing, and it's. Is
it intriguing though, as Big Daddy's Barbecue, where the smoking a joke?
Right now. But Heretic, man, like,
it'd be really cool. Like if they open up the door and as soon as they look down that hallway, all of a sudden, boom, Joe Hendry just pops up right there.
I would be like, should I walk out of this thing right now?
No, that'd be the great thing ever. I can't. They're keeping his name alive because I know at Royal Rumble he's going to pop out. Anyway,
I don't leave anything away. There's a lot to unpack at the end, and the ending will change people's minds on maybe what this movie's about. But I
don't know if it'll change your mind or anything, but it is a movie that does question everything. It's one of those movies.
Yeah, and I fucking think that Hugh Grant's great in it. For some reason, a lot of people don't like Hugh Grant in this. I thought he was fantastic.
I think he was amazing. I'll get it first. I'll give this a 4.0. I like this movie. I really like this movie.
I'm right there with you. I like that. I liked Heretic.
It could have been. I didn't like the little bait and switchy, and I don't like how they're still even on IMDb saying it's a cat and mouse game.
It's definitely
really not. It's just a creep. It's because nobody's really running from anybody. It's just a thriller. It's a creepy thriller, and it has Hugh Grant being creepy, and it's kind of like Anthony Hopkins when he went creepy for the first time. You didn't know that you wanted that creepy until you saw that. It's like when Robin Williams went creepy for the first time. You didn't realize you wanted Robin Williams creepy until you saw Robin Williams creepy.
We're talking 1 hour photo? Is that what we're talking about? Or are we talking about Insomnia?
Oh, yeah, that's one of them. And then Insomnia, too. Yeah, both of them. Both of them.
All right, Neil. RottenTomatoes.com. What's the audience score for Heretic?
They're going to give it a good old whopping 77%.
That's 100% correct.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Did I really get one?
Yeah. Fine. All right, Neil. What's the Big Man Mean Critic score for Heretic?
The Big Mean Critic score is going to be. They're going to go higher. It's 81%.
Certified Fresh at 92%.
Oh, they went way higher.
Critics' consensus is Hugh Grant has an infectious fun playing against type in Heretic, a religious horde that preaches the gospel of cerebral chills over cheap shocks. I'll review a bad review and a good review. This is from Oliver Jones of The Observer. He says, as a household sadist and missing pair of Mormon missionaries in new horror film Heretic, Hugh Grant gives the least engaging and most profoundly joyous performance of his 5-decade career. Me and Neil couldn't disagree more. He's at 1.5 out of 4. And this is from G. Allen Johnson, San Francisco Chronicle. He goes, here, Scott Beck and Brian Woods have made a mini masterpiece with lean filmmaking and lots of surprises. He's at a 4 out of 4. Neil's at a 4 out of 5. We like this movie quite a bit. Go to the theater to see it because that's where it's at.
This is one to be at the theater. This is a nice little creepy movie, popcorn movie. Like Chris said, it's an hour and 45 minutes. Just remember, 50 minutes. Just remember, guys, movies have previews. Just remember 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Pass, and you're still going to make the movie. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, that definitely.
I mean, like I leave sometimes I'll leave 5-10 minutes early, but I leave like when the movie is supposed to be started to try to make it there. Usually plenty. Still have like 2 or 3 previews left. Nice to get a pop every time.
All right, Neil. I think we're good, right? Like, so you can find
some. You can find some movies of the week.
Yeah. What we do next week? We're doing something. I have. Real Pain.
I don't know. We had none of us looked up anything. Did we?
I want to see Real Pain. That's definitely something I want to see with
what?
A Real Pain with Jesse Eisenberg here.
Real. Is this a movie?
Yeah, it's a Real Pain. Yeah, it's coming out. Jesse Eisenberg.
At the theater?
Yeah.
Real Pain?
A Real Pain. Yeah.
Not Gladiator?
No. It comes out the week after that. It comes out 2 weeks from now.
But Red 1 comes out this weekend.
Do you want to see that?
How do you not want to see that?
I mean, if you really want to see it, that's fine. We'll watch it.
No, we'll do it later. Okay. That's definitely going to be out of the theater soon, so they can put it for the Christmas.
Yeah. All right, you guys find some movies. We'll figure it out. We'll watch next week. I'll text you. You can find some movies on net. We're at facebook.com/podcast. We're at wtmnet.com. Find us there along with a bunch of new cool podcasts. We're at XMTS Podcast, Instagram at XMTS Podcast. We're on YouTube at Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're at patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. We're at Bonfires, Movies Don't Suck. It's something new. Go to TeePublic, Blackwood Desk Productions. You'll find us there. You guys want a sticker? I'm holding a package of them. Send us a message. We'll get that sent your way. Free of charge for you guys. Just because you like them. You find podcasts from Movies Don't Suck. That's something to do. Neil, what do we do for small businesses?
If you got a small business, let us know. Give us that information. Send us an email, direct any kind of ways. Email, message, talk to us in person, send a dog with a message in a bottle. Who knows? Whatever way you can get it to us, and we'll be more than happy to advertise you right here on this podcast to our thousands of listeners and our millions of followers.
You ready to get some barbecue, dude? You ready to do that?
No, I'm like Craven the Hunter's coming out soon. We got to see that definitely.
Yeah.
And then we got werewolves.
Wolfman, Wolfman comes out.
What? No, werewolves. It's werewolves.
There's also Wolfman comes out like the beginning of December.
And then there's like The Fifth Element.
What? The movie came out already. Neil, we gotta get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here. I'm just reading. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
Remember, guys, no matter how hard you try in this world, no matter what you do, remember, if you don't move, then the bear won't eat you. Have a good day.